or labor hours. Alright, machine hours, labor hours, whichever is higher. Whichever is higher, either machine hour or labor hours. Alright, we use it to estimate factory overhead. Alright, and keep in your mind, if in the question only machine hour given, we use machine hour. If only labor hour given, we use labor hour. But if both are given, then we use it only one. Right? And third step is a predetermined overhead rate. Predetermined overhead rate. So the formula is step 1 divided by step 2. So means estimated total factory overhead divided by machine hour or labor hour, whichever is higher. So let's say machine hour is higher. Alright, so we use it machine hour. So we got rate. Alright, we got the rate, total factory overhead divided by machine hour. So let's say total factory overhead is at $10,000. Alright, and machine hour, let's say 1,000 hours. Right? So $10,000 divided by 1,000 hours. So $10 per machine hour is the rate. We use it rate to allocate it factory overhead to single units. So for example, if you produce a single product and for example 2 machine hours, it takes 2 hours for a machine to produce this product. Alright, and rate is $10. Alright, so what does it mean? $20 is the factory overhead for this product using traditional costing. So we got direct material, direct labor, and factory overheads in order to estimate the total cost of this product in order to make the decision. Alright, decision making purpose, as you know that. So that's the idea. So I can say that step 4 means POHR multiply by hours. It could be a machine hour or labor hour. Remember, if here is machine hour, alright, your rates will be in machine hour, alright, and then you will multiply by machine hour because the rate is machine hour. Of course, you're not going to apply that machine hour rate with the labor hours. Don't apply. Alright, so of course machine hour rate multiply by machine hours. Alright, you're not going to apply machine hour rate to the labor hours. Alright, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, so that is your traditional costing. Alright, traditional costing is quite simple, straightforward comparison to the activity-based costing. Alright, so now we move on to the activity-based costing. Alright, so activity-based costing, again we have same 4 steps to estimate the total factory overhead for single unit, single product. But the difference between traditional costing and activity-based costing is of course activities. When we produce product, in the production of this product there are various kinds of activities that may increase your factory overheads. So the idea is that we will categorize or we will collect total factory overhead from the various activities. So we call it cost pool. Whatever various activities we have, each activities we will categorize in a specific pool. That's called the cost pool. So step 1 is we will estimate our cost pool. And remember, and of course I said that various cost pool. So remember, combination of all cost pool is called total factory overhead. Alright, for example, purchase order. Purchase order is your activity and purchase order is your factory overhead. Alright, so purchase order is a factory overhead cost. or it's a one activity, right? So of course, that is a part of your total factory overhead. Another activity could be, for example, we renting a factory. So factory rent, of course, your factory overhead. And when we rent a factory, we rent according to meter square or square feet. All right. So square feet or renting could be another your factory overhead. All right. So that is the example of the cost pool. Another example could be a machine setup. Before we start producing product, it's not just open the machine and start producing a product. We have to set up. All right. And when we set up the machine, it takes time, and time means money. Money means factory overheads. It's not a manufacturing, because machine hasn't. We haven't started using that machine to produce product. We are waiting to set up the machine. All right. So whatever time or money we are invested to set up that machine, of course, that is your factory overhead. All right. So these are the example of cost pool, and of course, cost pool is a combination of different things. Cost drivers is a combination of various things, various activity. And cost driver is any kinds of action and event which increase or decrease your cost. Right? So for example, before I gave the example of purchase order is your cost pool. And in purchase order, we order the multiple orders. Let's say number of orders. So number of order is the cost driver. So if you have a 3 cost pool, let's say purchase order is your cost pool, rent is your cost pool, and machine setup is your cost pool. Cost driver for the purchase order is number of orders. All right, and rent cost driver is square feet, number of square feet. All right. And setup, machine setup, the cost driver is the number of setup. All right. So we have, let's say, 3 pools and of course 3 driver. Step 3 is quite similar to your traditional costing. All right. Overhead rate, predetermined overhead rate. All right. So the formula is step 1 divided by step 2. Cost pool divided by cost driver. But remember here, we have a 3 cost pool, 3 cost driver. So means we have a 3 kinds of overhead rate. All right. We have 3 rates. So we have a 3 rates: overhead rate, and overhead rate. And each rate also have some kinds of activities. Let's say, for example, we have a purchase order, all right, and we have a rent, square feet, right, and setup, all right. So, for example, your overhead rate for purchase order is $2 per order, all right, $10 per square feet or whatever, all right, and let's say $20 per setup, all right. So when you produce this product, let's say you order 5 times, all right, so it means 2 here, all right, 2 multiplied by 5, because $2 is the purchase order. $2 multiplied by 5 times. So your ordering cost for this product is $10. All right. Second one is the square feet. So let's say you are using 50 square feet. 50 square feet. All right. So $500 is the cost allocated, means your factory overhead renting allocated to this product is a 500, and you set up, let's say, 1 time. You set up 1 time, so $20. So the idea is that $530 is your total factory overhead, or factory overhead allocated to this product. All right, keep in your mind this thing. All right, so I repeat again. We have a cost pool, cost driver, and overhead. All right, so cost pool is any kinds of, we have various activities associated to the total factory overhead, and combination of all activities is your total factory overheads. All right, and then we have a cost driver, any kinds of action or event that increase or decrease your cost. Next one is the overhead rate. Overhead rate is quite similar to your traditional costing, step 1 divided by step 2. Step 1 is a cost pool, and here is a cost driver. All right, so as I said that we have a 3 cost pools, so means 3 cost drivers, so means we have 3 rates. So let's say purchase order is a $2 per order, for example. Square feet is a $10 per square feet, and $20 per setup. All right, so 2, 10, and 20. For example, you order 5 times. So to produce this product, you order material 5 times, which is your cost is $10. And square feet is a 50 square feet. The area that you are using to produce this product, the area is renting, of course. You're paying a rent. So that means $500. All right, and overhead rate is and setup is a $20. All right, and let's say you set up machine 1 time. All right, so which is your 20. So this plus this plus this, your total factory overhead related to this product is a $530. All right, so you can see that comparison to the traditional costing, activity-based costing is a more specific and detailed. All right, activity-based costing is telling us in very detail. All right, what are the reasons behind it? Why? Because we did not ignore we consider each and every single driver. All right, each and every single activity.